Welcome back, everybody. So good to still have you with us. Yesterday is the Dempsey show, and Clint brought his family, and his family brought their toys.
They thought Jamie was a little sad, going to talk about Liverpool, so
yes.
trying to cheer him up a little bit. So
be careful.
Careful.
What's on him? Buddy Bud Jr.
Oh, here we go.
George and
little comfort for
Buddy
you.
Bud Jr. That's the
Buddy Bud Jr.
Yes.
Can they play centre forward for
Buddy
Liverpool?
Boo.
You never know.
Buddy Boo Jr.
Well, Jamie, we said we wanted to talk to you about your team. As you saw in the last segment, they play Frankfurt away from home tomorrow, obviously coming in off the back of those 4 back-to-back losses. It feels like an even bigger game now for Liverpool.
It is a big game. Jamie's crisis club, you described them as we out of the last part. It was still 2 points above your club.
Whoa. Sit properly to listen
But
to
no,
this.
it's important that Liverpool stop the rot of defeat, but also in terms of the Champions League. If you remember last season in the Champions League, Liverpool sort of were top of it for a long time. They've got to make sure they finish in that top 8 as well. But yeah, I mean, a club of the stature of Liverpool, now we're only top club like Madrid, PSG, even Arsenal, Bayern Munich. You don't lose 4 games in a row. That just does not happen, especially on the back of spending the type of money that they spent. And no one could look at the players that they brought to the club and say they're not top quality players, but it just hasn't worked yet. It just hasn't fitted in. But losing 4 games is, you're verging on crisis time. I mean, a couple of defeats can happen, but 4 in a row against teams who you're better than. It's not like you've played PSG in the Champions League, or you've played Arsenal in a league game, or Man City. All the teams Liverpool have lost to, they are a far better team than them as well. So that's a worry as well. But it's probably the first time under the manager where you've started to question things and think, oh, OK, we'll have to sort of almost really sort of look to the manager and think, come on, you're the guy, you've got to try and fix this. Because last season was so smooth and it felt easy, even though it wasn't, for the manager to come in and win the league title in his first season. So it's probably the first time questions are being asked about the manager. And as I said a few weeks ago, he's got to answer them, but now he really has to answer them quickly because, as I said, it can't get to 5 or 6 games.
No, I was just thinking, what did you say about Mo Salah? Why were they talking about Mo Salah like that? I didn't see what you said.
I just said after the weekend, listen, Mo Salah's not playing well. He's a legendary figure, one of the greatest players to ever play in the Premier League, I'd say, alongside yourself. But he's at the stage now where I don't think it should be an absolute guarantee he starts every game, especially away from home, more away from home. I'm thinking about these next 2 games, Frankfurt Wednesday night and then Brentford Saturday night as well. I think at his age as well, the way he's playing, I don't think he justifies right now playing every game.
It's not always easy when you're the main guy because obviously, as you can see, when he doesn't score, the team loses.
Yeah.
But it's, some people can show up sometimes. It's not always up to be him, if you know what I mean.
No, you're right.
It wasn't always him, obviously, but more often than not, Mo Salah scores, you win. When he doesn't, obviously look at the result. And you hit the post 3 times, I think, this weekend or something like that.
Yeah.
He could have been better. It's definitely not an easy one. I won't complain, though.
Are you bringing your kids tomorrow? Because Jamie's language when Liverpool are playing can be,
Oh no, he made.
It's all right if they're winning. It's okay if they're winning.
Nah.
Can we bring on the Dempsey
I can assure
family?
you, Liverpool will win tomorrow.
Whole Dempsey family is here with us.
Dempsey family.
Hey, you know what I want to say though? You know what I want to
that
say?
includes you.
Hey, come in.
That's not mine.
You know what I'd like to say?
I'm not that old yet. I don't need it.
I want to say one thing. Kate, Thierry, Jamie, y'all have been very great with my family, and I really appreciate it. So thank y'all.
We got love for you, so we got love for your family too.
And by the way, Fulham fans, that's the first time you get close to the Champions League.
Oh, this guy, come on.
Appearance to the Champions League. It's nice, huh? Well
guys
done.
had a good time?
Great representation.
You have to come back. We enjoyed you all being here. Let's end with it. Paper, rock, scissors with Jamie. Go ahead.
Yes, you gotta win, Clay.
Go on. Best of 3. Let's go. We're running out of time.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Guys, thank you for being here. Everybody, thank you so much. Make sure that you watch more Champions League reaction and analysis. You can join.
Last one.
Is next. That is over on the Golasso Network. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Have a good evening. Bye.
Well, Arne, firstly, it's a late change of plans for our travel to Germany, but would you be hopeful that that would not impact the build-up to tomorrow's game?
No, it will not impact the build-up to tomorrow's game. We've trained over here at the AXA. Normally we would have gone to Frankfurt a few hours earlier. Now we're a few hours later, but no, that can never be an excuse for the game tomorrow.
We've had a win and a defeat so far in the Champions League this season, so how important will it be to get something here, given the amount of competition for positions that there's going to be in the new league phase?
Yeah, I can come up with a few more reasons why it's important to get a result tomorrow as well. So, but every time you play a game in a Liverpool shirt, the aim is to win that game of football. Now we play Frankfurt away, which is maybe a bit similar to Galatasaray, a stadium where the fans will be really loud. So apart from the quality Frankfurt has, this is something we have to take into account as well. But our players are used to play in these circumstances. But a challenge, as it is always when you play Champions League.
Yeah, and of course a challenge as well, given what happened on Sunday and the recent run of form. Does that strengthen the desire to obviously to get back to positive results? Yeah,
it should. It should. But like I said before, the United game, it should not matter if we win or lose a game of football for the next one. The aim is, if you play for Liverpool, if you wear this shirt, is to win every single game. So if we win 7 in a row, how we started the season, then we want to win the next 3. And we didn't. Now we've lost the last 4. So now, of course, we want to see Liverpool winning again. But like I said, that is not different than when you lost 4 in a row or when you won 4 in a row. But it is just what is expected of you if you play for Liverpool.
You mentioned obviously Frankfurt and the atmosphere that we can maybe expect there. What do you expect from them as a team? They've had obviously a good few seasons. They had in the Bundesliga last season.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's. I don't think they play regularly in the Champions League, but last season they were there in the Europa League. Came quite far. I remember that they played Tottenham, and it was a very equal 180 minutes, maybe even longer. I'm not too sure if it went to extra time. I think it did actually. So that tells you that it's a good team. It's a strong team that have done very well in the Bundesliga and in Europe. And even this season, when they beat Galatasaray, we're 5-1 now. Then we definitely need to be warned by that, because as we all know, we lost against Galatasaray with 1-0. So you never can compare results to each other, but anyway, it's still a team that impressed in their first home game, who will face some difficulties away from home against Atletico Madrid, which is they are not the only team that face difficulties if they play Atletico Madrid in their stadium. So good team, good individuals, well managed by a manager that is already there quite long. So a nice game to look forward to.
And in particular for one of our players, obviously Hugo Ekitike, who joined us from Frankfurt, a special night for him as well.
Yeah, I think it must be. I think it's always special for every player if you go to one of your former club, especially if you did really well. But even if you didn't perform really well, it's always nice to see the people that you worked with again. But he, in his situation, he did so well that I think not only he likes to go back over there, I think the fans over there like to see him as well for what he did for that club, because he was part of the team that brought them to the Champions League. So special for him. I think it's special for Florian as well to go back to Germany, play there. It's special for Jeremy Frimpong because he was also like Florian and like Hugo, so successful in Germany. So it's for the 3 of them. I think it's nice to play in Germany again.
You mentioned on Sunday that it's a pretty tight schedule this week, obviously, with Sunday afternoon, Wednesday evening, and then Saturday again. Will that mean you might look to rotate the squad a little bit for this game?
Yeah, rotate always comes across as if, let someone else play a little bit as well. But I've said many times, we have a lot of good players, and I can use them all. And if you play 3 games in 7 days, would maybe be smart to use them all as well. And that's why, also because we were 1-0 down, but also because we need to use the squad. We made 3 substitutions after 55 minutes against United. So we will use a lot of players again tomorrow, as we will on Saturday. And it is then a certain rotation, but rotation could also come across as, we are good enough to play a few others. No. We have more than 11 players that can start a game of football for us. And that's why we've done that till now multiple times. and we might do this tomorrow as well.
And just finally, Ryan Gravenberg's not part of the travelling squad. Can you give an update on his condition and his chances of being involved against Brentford at the weekend?
Yeah, I had to take him off during the weekend because he limped a little bit, as we could all see. So unfortunately, he's not ready to play tomorrow. That already means I definitely have to change one player, and with him not being there, that might mean something for others as well, because he has such a particular quality in our squad, which we've seen when we played Bournemouth, for example, when we played the Charity Shield, that we missed a little bit of a player that was always protecting our back four. But Ryan is not available for the Frankfurt game. Hopefully he will be available in the weekend, but yeah, it's an ankle injury. We have to wait and see, give him a bit of time and see where he is if we come back from Frankfurt.
Well, Dom, it was a tough day on Sunday. It's been a tough few games for the lads, but what's the reaction been like over the last few days?
Well, yeah, of course, I think never happened in my career, but I think a lot of guys' career that we lost 4 times in a row. So now we have to stick together. That's the most important. We had a lot of meetings. We spoke with each other. But yeah, the most important is that we stay together, because as in a good time, it's easy to stay together, but it's the most important thing when it comes to a hard time, how we stay together. And I think for Wednesday, we are ready to show a reaction, and that's what we're going to do.
Is the confidence that the turnaround is coming? I mean, the margins have been quite small in the games that we have lost. Obviously, Cody hitting the woodwork 3 times at the weekend. There's been late goals.
No, of course. This will turn. If you work hard, you keep going, the luck will go on your side. And yeah, as you said, Cody hitting the post 3 times. We create chances. Don't let chances for the team who we play against. And yeah, that's the case. Sometimes happens. Now we have to just keep going.
Back to Germany for yourself, obviously. Big performance needed in the Champions League after the Galatasaray game last time out as well.
Yeah. Yeah, from 2 games we won only 1 and lost another 1. So now we have to take the 3 points for sure. But the most important is, I think, that we have to show again the character, what we have, what Liverpool can do, and what we are able to do. We showed it last season as well, becoming champions with many points, to be honest. And now everybody is ready for us. But that's a good thing. That you have to take it as a positivity and just be ready for them.
Is there an added hunger in the Champions League this season, given how close we went in the last 16 last season with Paris Saint-Germain, and the desire to go further this time around?
Of course. But we have to speak game by game. Now we travel to Frankfurt, so yeah, we have to be ready. But for me, also especially this Champions League campaign is something special, because, as you know, the final is in Budapest. But it's a long journey, so we have a lot of things to do, a lot of things to learn, to change, and yeah, just focus on ourselves.